Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Felicity here, and this is a pick a card video for you. And so the topic is what past life issues that you are here to solve in this lifetime. So we'll look at the current issue, the current energy you are facing, and then we'll look at how the past life energy correspond to your current energy. And hopefully by solving all the past life issue, it helps you manifest better. Because I found out that after solving two past life issue, and then I found out that these 2 years for me, things manifest for me better and quicker. It takes about 1 year to manifest something. And so I feel that, especially during this Mercury retrograde period, I found out a lot of things from the past. And also, it feels like the world current issue is from the past as well. Because someone I work with use a manual typewriter to write a 2-page story. And then I like to have my own typewriter, so I look for a typewriter online, and then I found out a few brands: Remington, Royal, and there's another brand that is called Corona, Smith Corona typewriter. And so probably I feel like the virus that we are having right now may stems from the past. I went to some shopping malls and I look at the clothes, and I found out that they are pushing the vintage style. Like there's a dress that carries the style of the late 80s and early 90s, and then there's a jacket that is in the style of late 40s. So I feel like maybe in the next few decades, next few years to come, and the vintage style will come back. All right, and it's good for those who like vintage, who like the old things, old-fashioned things. Okay, and so yes, you can see that this is a pick a handkerchief reading. So you can see 3 handkerchiefs here. I'm old-fashioned because you know that I collect hand fans. I have a collection of vintage teacups, and I also have a collection of vintage handkerchiefs. So I like a lot of things that are vintage because I grew up with some of the handkerchief and hand fan, and also, yes, this is raised in a very old-fashioned way. And the first handkerchief is this one with Lily of Valley, Valley of Lily, Lily of Valley, I think. Okay. And the second one is this Harlequin. I think this one, the Fool. This can be seen as the Fool. And the lady here. And the third handkerchief is this one. Floral, small floral handkerchief. Okay, pick a handkerchief. And now we'll start with group number 1. Group number 1. Okay, I place the handkerchief here. And I'll use 3 decks. The traditional original Rider-Waite tarot deck. And then the second one, New Vision Tarot. And then I'll pull some card to read your love message. Okay. Okay. The Power of Love. Okay. And then let's start with group number 1, and let's look at what you might already know that you need to work on in this lifetime. So first I'll pull some cards to look at the current energy for the people who have chosen group number 1. And this energy may be the energy that you are well aware of. So this is the first layer of the energy in this lifetime. The lesson that you're facing in this lifetime, in the current situation, for group number 1. Okay, let's look at the card. So these 3 cards represent the current energy. And then I'll pull some cards to look at the hidden energy. So this type of energy you may not be aware of, but exists in your current energy. So this is like the energy from the past life. This is the energy that you may not know, but is hidden in your current life. So once you unlock this energy from the past, and you may be able to move forward. Okay, let's see the hidden energy from the past life that you need to work on. Okay. So group number 1, let's look at energy. Okay, so these 3 cards. I feel like you feel like you need to take a break because your emotions, your feelings got hurt. Maybe some of you have been ignoring this feeling, ignoring the intuition as well, and turn a blind eye to the things that you need to solve. And you always give yourself some excuse, okay? I need to take a break because I feel exhausted from all the events that are happening around me in my current life. I really need to take a break. But then it feels like it is just an excuse. So you can see a lot of things that are waiting for you to solve. And the more you delay it, the more things will accumulate. So this is like the things waiting for you to solve. And then because you feel like, okay, you have not recovered from your wounds, you have not recovered from your trauma, and you need to take a break. But then the card asks you to take action and not to wait, because waiting will not help you manifest. Waiting will not solve any problems. Waiting will only delay your progress in life, your spiritual progress in life. And then when you are waiting, and then things will be in a very stagnant situation, and things will not change itself. Once you need to what you need to do is to change the energy for yourself, and not to wait for the planets going to change for you. Because sometimes, even though some planets in your birth chart will make a transit, but then if you do not solve the issue, and then even though the planets make a transit in your birth chart, it will not bring some change in your life, because the past issue have not been solved, especially whether it is in this lifetime or past life. So do not wait for the planets to make a transit, and then it will make you feel better. It will not solve any kind of energy, because the planet makes the transit to show you what are the lessons that you need to work on. And the planet making transit is not to help you to move to a more comfortable place. It's not like that. If the planets show you the things that you need to work on, if you do not work on it, and next time the planet move to another house, another sign of your birth chart, that all energy will carry with that planet to another houses, and then it's not going to go away. So do not wait for things to go away, all right? And so a lot of ignoring the sign, ignoring the intuition, ignoring all the lessons, and then you take a break. So this, why are you taking a break? Is because you know that by working with the issue that you have, it will take those kind of heartbreaking feeling, those sad feeling will come back to you. But then the sad feeling, the heartbreaking feeling, you must face. Okay, these are the feelings that you must face. Okay, and so covering up, ignoring, protecting yourself in order to not see the issue, you want to, in order not to feel that kind of heartbreak, you take a break to protect your own feeling, and then ignoring your feeling, ignoring all the emotions, the unhealthy emotions, and also refusing to work with all the issues that are waiting for you to work on. It's not very healthy. You feel like, okay, all those feeling, as long as I ignore, I do not see any kind of issues, and you go to a room to take a rest and not to face it, and they are still there. So it's time to take action. Okay, you take one at a time. You take one, solve one thing at one time. You do not need to solve all the things all at once, all right? So let's see. Okay, what is hidden? Yes, it feels like since you're not willing to solve the issue yourself, and then it feels like other people are pushing you to do that. Why do I say that? Here, the chariot, two people behind the chariot, and it's like the slave, the capture of the king. Okay, so it feels like people force you to move forward, and you do not feel like you are willing to do anything. You feel like other people are pushing to do something, and other people are leading you to a certain direction. So it's not very healthy. And then have you asked yourself whether it is truly where you want to go when you are pushed to a certain direction? Okay, have you asked yourself whether that direction is really what you want to go, or you're just following, you're being pushed to a certain direction? So you need to find out where you want to go and not just follow blindly. And if you do not set up some plans, and if you do not take action for yourself, and then you will be pushed to somewhere that you may not want to go. Okay, so you feel like you cannot do anything, but then you can say no, all right? But then maybe sometimes you're so used to being safe, being secure, because when things happen, you do not need to take responsibility. That is the good thing about not leading yourself, not taking a lead for yourself instead of you're following others, because you do not need to take responsibility for yourself, because when things go wrong, you can always blame others, and that's why you are following others. Okay, and also the feeling about, and there's also a feeling of winning, the feeling of winning, all right? And you may talk to yourself, you may say to yourself, okay, I don't care, and I don't care if I'm losing or winning, I don't care, and it's just like ignoring the feeling. basically you're just lying to yourself that okay, you don't care about success, you don't care about taking a lead. You may even hypnotize yourself and tell yourself that okay, I like to support others, I like to see others taking a lead, I like seeing others being successful, but then you just pretend that you don't care. Actually you care. Okay, you care. You want to be successful, you really want to be successful, but then you only want to be a supporter of others. You want to see others to become successful because you are afraid of failures. And so you feel like, okay, it is safer to be a supporter rather than to lead, rather than taking the action to lead your own life. And you may even ask yourself, okay, you do not have freedom to do this or to do that. Okay, so understand yourself. You really want to be successful. And then you need to tell yourself that you deserve to be successful, even though that there are a lot of failures happen in the past, a lot of baggage that you carry with you, and you need to break loose of those baggage. And sometimes you do not need to follow the direction. And sometimes people's path may not be your own path, so you need to really take some courage. Why do I say that you really care about the success of others? It's because of this. The King of Pentacles. Okay, and you know that in order to be successful, it takes a lot of hard work, because here there is a human fighting against a bull, barehanded, fighting against the bull. So you know that to be successful, it requires a lot of hard work. But are you willing to put a lot of hard work into making things? Are you really willing to do that? And you see that this is not a goose. I think it's I forgot the name of this. This bird here, you know, this bird here, in order to take some food from here, this bird needs to work on uncovering this cover. There's a cover on top of the bowl, and so this bird needs to work hard to uncover this something. Alright? So I feel like success is not given to you in your case. And if you want to be successful, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of bravery as well, because the human here fighting against the bull, it takes a lot of bravery, courage, hard work, and also intelligent as well. And it takes a long time as well to build the fruit. If you want to see the reward coming to you, you really need to work on it. Okay? I feel like in your past life, okay, this is the extra information I get. I feel like in your past life, you may be in a role of a servant, and then you see other people becoming very successful. And so because you were in a mentality of a servant, and then in this lifetime, you also play the role of the supporter. You are very comfortable of playing the role of a supporter, because in your past lifetime, you were a supporter yourself. So in this lifetime, you want to support others, to see other people to become successful, because you were the servant in the past life. And so in this lifetime, you want to have the feeling, you want to know how it feels like to be a successful person. You want to lead in this lifetime. Alright? And so the role needs to reverse. And what the card asks you need to learn to gather the support of others. And then, since you know the role of a servant, and you know what kind of people it's good to be supporters, you know what kind of people are good to be supporters, so you find the supporter. You need to find the supporter. And then with courage, intelligence, and hard work, you will be the king of pentacles yourself in this lifetime. So this is extra information, alright? Yes, for sure you will. But then you need to break free of those mentality, of the serving mentality, the servant mentality. Sometimes when you are used to that energy, and then you need to break free of that mentality. Try to look at the mentality, to learn from the mentality, to learn from the behavior, to learn from the routine of the successful people. And then you modify the routine, and then you learn from that, and then incorporate in your daily life, and then you may learn something. And since you do not have the experience of the leader, you may not have the experience of the king. So in this lifetime, you need to learn that from other king or from other successful people. All right. But first thing is to get out of the servant mentality. Okay, you need to get out of that servant mentality, and also to learn to get rid of the inferior mentality, because in your past lifetime you were a servant, so you may have some kind of inferiority, inferior complex that you need to deal with. And so you need to tell yourself that you deserve to be at a certain position. You deserve to be in a managing, in a leading position, all right? First, you need to tell yourself that, and you need to believe yourself. And then you learn to take action, to learn from the successful people, and take step by step. Hard work, intelligence, courage to do that, all right? So this is the message for you. And I will put some love message. Okay, what is the love message for those who have chosen handkerchief number 1, deck number 1, group number 1? Love message for group number 1. Okay, tolerance. Okay, tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So tolerance is also about inclusive, to include other people's opinions, to include other people's culture as well. To be inclusive, alright, tolerance. Sometimes you may not want to do something, or sometimes other people's way of doing things may not be what you agree with, but that is okay, because you sense the love in everyone. Because of the love, and then you try to see things from other people's view. And so even though their point of view may not be the same as yours, and you appreciate it anyway, it's not about arguing, it's about tolerance, to be inclusive, to include other people's culture, other people's status, other people's background, include other people's viewpoints. And so you see other people as the part of the puzzle, okay? Okay, so this is for you, group number 1. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Okay, let's move on to group number 2. So, group number 2, handkerchief number 2 is this handkerchief. If you have chosen this handkerchief, then this reading is for you. Okay. And let's look at the current energy of those who have chosen group number 2. So this current energy maybe you're facing right now, and you may be aware of it, okay? This is the current energy that you may be aware of. Let's look at the current energy that the people who have chosen group number 2 are working with. Let's look at the current energy for the people who have chosen group number 2. This current energy is something that you are aware of. Group number 2 aware of. Okay, let's see. I'll pull 3 cards as well, even though 1 card jumped out. Okay, you have 5. Let's see later. Okay, I'll pull out the card to look at also the hidden things, the hidden energy from your past life. The hidden energy from your past life. The past life energy. Let's see. Okay. Try to that. Okay, you have a lot of cards. Group number 2, what is happening? You have a lot of cards. Let's see. Okay, maybe there's some kind of fight going on. And then it's also about the trust of the authority, about the trust. I feel like some of you who have chosen group number 2 will have a trust issue with the authority, alright? You do not trust the authority, and then you may even fight against the authority, alright? So there may be some kind of fighting spirit inside of you because of the mistrust. You think that there may be some kind of things that you do not trust. But then because of this trusting issue within you, you may hurt yourself as well. You may hurt yourself. And you feel like by not trusting, by not listening to the authority, by doing things yourself, and you can change the situation. I feel like some of you would like to change some kind of situation. It's a big change. You may not even trust in fate. You may not have faith, okay? I feel like there's something to do with the faith issue. You do not have faith in the authority. You do not have faith in a lot of things. Alright? You do not have faith with the authority first thing. You do not have faith in the guidance, the angels, in God. And then you also do not have faith with fate, F-A-T-E, fate. You do not believe in any of those. But then, why are you watching this video if you do not believe in higher guidance? If you do not have the, you do not believe in the guidance of the universe? If you do not believe in any of those. But why are you watching this video? Is it because to provide you with certain kind of material? Okay, are you watching this video because you feel like you can deny the guidance from the universe, or you can deny your tarot reader, or deny other people's delivering the message? That's why you're watching the video? This is the message that I'm getting. This is the feeling that I'm getting. You do not believe in tarot reading. You do not believe in the higher guidance. you do not believe in the authority, but you are watching this video. So I assume that you want to fight against what the tarot readers are saying. You want to fight against the message from the universe, and that's why you watch it, so that later when things happen that is not what the tarot readers say, and then you can fight against it. Oh, I say that that's not true, I know it, right? So maybe you have this kind of mentality, okay? But then you see that here, when you do not trust other people, actually sometimes you are not trusting yourself, and then you feel like you are able to get away with something. Maybe, okay, maybe the authority maybe feels like the authority, maybe the government, maybe someone in a high position feels like he or she can get away with something, but then the energy is going to reverse and then turn around and reverse, and then what the people, what those authority, what the authority hurting is the authority itself. Okay, if you are doing something that is very sneaky, you feel like, okay, I can hurt others by doing something that is very sneaky, but then at the end you are only hurting yourself. So this is the message, this is the current energy. Okay, and now, wow, group number 2, there's a lot of synchronicity going on just by looking at this card. And this card is hidden behind. So this is the King of Swords, the King of Swords on the left hand side. On the right hand side is the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords is hidden behind the Queen of Swords. So what is hidden behind we reveal. So maybe there's a woman that is in charge of the communication, in charge of something, maybe in charge of the court system or something of higher precision, and then we'll find out something and then point out the direction. Here, look at the King of Swords, and then the King of Swords find out something. So this is very complicated situation. First, the Queen of Swords is going to tell you something. Look at what the King of Swords is doing. The King of Swords find out something. Look at him. And then the King of Swords is like, okay, finding out something, and now questioning two people here, questioning the two people here. And then there's a baby here. So maybe some of you are working with the court system. The court system, some of you want to reverse. It has something to do with the past, because something come up here and people are carrying the coffin here. Something passed away, maybe something from the past come up here to work on, for you to work on. And then the King of Swords is questioning two people. And then let's do it again. Like, let's start a new page again, because something old is passing away here. The coffin is here, so it's going away, and something new come up. So it's like, okay, once something pass away, something new come up. So it's a very, very busy month. It's a very, very busy thing for you to deal with, because once an event pass away, and then something new come up, and then you need to question something, questioning people, and then doing a lot of mental calculation as well, do a lot of communication as well. I see that it can be the communication with the reversal, something of the reversal of fortune. Okay, and let's see. Yes, it's very busy for you to deal with. Very, very busy. And judging from a lot of major arcana card, the Emperor card, Temperance, and also the Wheel of Fortune, and now the Devil card here. Okay. And also, why do I say there are a lot of things that come up for you to deal with? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is that fast-paced message, the fast-paced events that are coming up to you to deal with. And then Devil's card is about you need to break free of certain addiction. This can be a mental addiction. Maybe you think a lot of negative things. Mental addiction, it can be physical addiction. Maybe this include drug addiction. This can include sexual addiction, sex addiction. This can include gossip as well, and not trusting. Or maybe someone is lying to you. Maybe you have the addiction of lying to others. Maybe someone lied to you. Maybe you have the habit of lying to others as well. It can go different ways. Okay, so you know what you are working on. You need to ask yourself this. A lot of things. Oh my God, group number 2. Group number 2. Group number 2. So, let me see. I feel like in your past life, you have something that maybe that is the addiction. Maybe it has something to do with a relationship, with partnership, because I see a lot of partnership energy here. This one partnership, you can see the couple here separate, and here exchanging some emotions and feelings. Here couple, another couple here. Okay, so in your past life, actually you are working with in your past life, I feel like there's some kind of partnership that you have not dealt with very well. Alright, maybe people in a higher authority separate the two of you for whatever reason. Okay, maybe in your lifetime you have a child in your past lifetime. So but then it's like you did not get married. This child is born out of marriage. So in your past lifetime you have a relationship with your partner, and then there's a child born that is out of marriage. So you did not get married, but then you have a child together. But then because the authority in the past is very rigid, because of the rigidness, and then they separate the two of you. Maybe your parents. Okay, this authority can be your parents. Maybe your mother. There's a motherly figure here who is very cold, and then there's a fatherly figure here who is also very cold, sometimes can be cold, and then they are very rigid. And so the motherly figure find out that you have you have a child that is born out of marriage. So the mother tells the father to take care of things. So the father take care of things. So the father separate the two of you. Alright? And so the two of you will go a separate way, and then the child go hidden. Okay? The child is not to be mentioned again. The child is not to be mentioned again. So your parents in your past lifetime, okay, so be careful. Your parents in this lifetime may not be the parents from the past lifetime, alright? So do not blame your current parents, alright? So your parents in the past lifetime took the child away to raise it in a very hidden manner. In a hidden manner. Nothing is to be mentioned again. Okay, no, this child is not to be mentioned again. So this is from your past, the past event that happened. And so, and there's a communication going on. Why? Before you have the child, and then you pair yourself up with a partner that is from the opposite sex. So you have a lot of direct communication with each other. Okay, you have a lot of direct communication with each other. And for some of you, this may even be, if you are a female energy, you're in a feminine energy, maybe you are in the role of the priestess, the high priestess energy, because maybe you're in the role of a high priestess energy. You cannot get married without permission. Okay, so you have a direct communication with an opposite sex. You have a really good, healthy, at the beginning it's a very healthy relationship, but then everything is going behind. So the authority did not know that you have a romantic feeling with each other. But then after a lot of communication, the love energy here, the Cupid, the Cupid shoot the arrow to the two of you. The Cupid suddenly shoot the arrow to the two of you. So you just get married underneath, behind the curtains, and then so you have a sexual union. You have a sexual union with each other, and so in this lifetime you may have a very strong sexual attraction towards a certain partner, and that's why that is from your past lifetime, because the two of you met in a past lifetime, and yet then you have a lot of communication behind the authority, and then after a lot of very frequent communication, and then you commit something, you have a sexual union before you get married in your past lifetime, and then you got found out by a pair of couple who are very rigid, who are in a very high position, and then they separate the two of you, and then the child is never to be mentioned again. Maybe the child is taken away from you. All right, and so that is why you do not trust the authority. That can explain why you do not trust the authority, because the authority did a lot of things that you do not agree with, because the authority took your child away in the past lifetime. You do not trust the authority. You also lost faith, because why? Because you felt that in the past lifetime, it is this angel bring the two of you together. There's an angel here. You feel that you are betrayed by higher power. You are betrayed by the angel, because you feel that in your past lifetime, the angel brings the two of you together. And then so you lost this faith in the angel, because you feel that how can these things happen to me? How can people, how can the angel bring the two of you together and then separate the two of you? So you lost faith in the higher power, in the angels especially. Because you feel that it's also a lot of things for you to work on, is that to forgive the authority, first thing. Second, you need to forgive the angel, because the angel is helping you to heal from that past life trauma, because the angel knows a lot of things. The angel knows that, yes, it's the angel who connect you to the partner in your past lifetime. In the past, you are the couple, and then yes, it is angel who brought you together, but then the angel is helping you to heal because you lost faith. And then the fate, this is the wheel of fortune. Hopefully you can reverse. Hopefully you can make a reverse in this lifetime, to reverse the situation, to reverse the energy. It's by working on the healing healing of this trauma, all right? A lot of things happen because why? Because there's this trial, there's this separation, there's this kind of holding a revenge, holding a grudge of the authority of the universe, higher power, of fate as well. So, okay, you need to work on this energy. First, to forgive. You need to forgive. Because, you know, in the past, it's the rigid mentality. You cannot turn around because you were born in a different era. That era do not believe in marriage, you know, do not believe in sex outside of marriage, did not believe in the child outside of marriage. So move on. You need to move on. Work on this forgiveness. Let's see the love message for you. For the people who have chosen group number 2, group number 2 energy. Love message for you. Okay. Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Yes. You need to demonstrate the love to the authority, whether it's your parents, whether it is a certain boss, maybe a boss in your company, maybe the government, and love of the higher power, love for the angel. And it is this love that help you to reverse the situation in this lifetime. Maybe in this lifetime you experience some kind of separation between you and some partner, but then you need to reverse it, is to show love, to reverse the situation. It works 100%, all right? If you see everything with a loving eye, if you see everything and do everything to take action with the love in your mind, in your heart, and this kind of separation will not happen to you again in this lifetime. And to do that, you have a lot of forgiveness to do. It takes a lot of determination. Why? Because whenever your thoughts turn to this kind of mistrust of the guidance of the angels, of the higher power, of the authority, you need to have a lot of determination to switch it, to remind yourself it is the trauma from the past life and it's past you already. It is in the past. So turn your thoughts, turn your negative thought form into a positive. Remind yourself. And then dedication, okay? That means you need to put a lot of hard work into it, put a lot of heart in, and then consciously you need to be aware of the situation, to be aware of this past life energy. And that's why maybe you have not worked on this kind of forgiveness, the forgiveness of the authority, and also the separation means a lot to you. You do not want separation, but then it happened to you again and again in this lifetime. And so you need to work on it, to forgive this couple, okay? If you do not forgive this couple, you will always experience separation as a couple. If you do not forgive this couple who have done wrong to you in the past life, and you cannot be able to forgive, you cannot be able to experience the union of the couple yourself, because you're holding grudge towards another couple, all right? First, you need to forgive another couple in order to make the union of you and your partner in this lifetime. And yes, to work on it, maybe you cannot forgive yourself because you feel like in the past lifetime, because you are born in that era that did not see sex outside of marriage as some kind of glory, something that should be promoted as something positive. And so maybe you felt that yourself that is a sin to have sex outside of marriage. Okay, you need to forgive yourself because this kind of energy is from your past. You need to forgive yourself that, okay, sex outside of marriage, this is from the old era, from the old era. So you need to forgive yourself for committing this sin, this so-called sin. All right. So hopefully, yes. Why there's this kind of a lot of major arcana for you? Because this is a major lesson for you. So almost I can certainly say that your whole purpose in this lifetime is to solve this one main issue, is to forgive the authority and forgive the angels, forgive the higher power, to restore the faith in the higher power, in God, to restore faith in the authority, to restore faith in the angels, to restore faith in the fate, F-A-T-E, fate. Okay? And then the energy is going to reverse for you when you work on that. Forgiveness. And also to forgive yourself as well. Forgive yourself, alright? So, this is for you, group number 2. I think I will take a break and conduct the reading for group number 3 later. See you in the next video. Okay, now group number 3. Here is your reading for those of you who have chosen handkerchief number 3. Okay, now let's start. Let's look at the current energy that you are facing right now or in this lifetime. And then this energy is the energy that you may be aware of. For those of you who have chosen handkerchief number 3, group number 3. So let's see what kind of energy that group number 3 is working on, that they are also very well aware of. Okay, one card flip over. Okay, let's see. Okay, another card flip over as well. I'll look at. Okay, here's the current situation, and then now I'll pull some card to look at what is hidden. The energy that group number 3 is not very well aware of. So it can be the past life trauma that group number 3 are not very well aware of, but then exists in the current lifetime. One card flip over. Okay. Finish time. Okay. What are the hidden energy group number 3 working with? Okay, let me see. I think it has something to do with work and manifestation and okay. Let me see what you're aware of. I feel like some of you want to have quick success because I see that, okay, the Knight of Wands and also the Page of Swords, very quick energy, lacking patience as well. You want to have success quickly, whether it's a partnership with others, whether it's a graduation project, some kind of project with others. You want to have a quick success with others, very quick success, like you want to manifest things in a very quick way, quick, like, okay, once I say it and then it's manifest. So it has something to do with manifesting with the coins. It can be a project that brings financial stability, but then I feel like the people that you work with want to have quick success as well, and also want to have some kind of pride, like because it shows on the surface, because by working with you it feels like, okay, it will bring a lot of pride and a lot of success. So they want to feel like, okay, they are honored. They want to feel like, okay, they are superior by working with you, because you bring them like some kind of superior energy. Like by working with you, they gain some kind of they like a lot of people view them as success. That's why they work with you. All right. So you need to be careful with the people that you're working with. I see that the partnership is like the people who work with you, or you are working with others, because you feel like when you work with certain people, and then it brings the illusion of success. But then is it the real success? That is something that has not been solid. Because why? The one energy is about coming and going, coming and going. It's not about something that is to stay. So you need to solidate this kind of partnership, because it is not to stay. So people who come to work with you is not here to stay. So there's some kind of the energy is not staying here. It quickly comes to you, because they feel like by coming to you, or by working together, it will bring some kind of illusion of success. Like, okay, a lot of supporter, a lot of followers. It makes them feel good. At the same time, it makes you feel good as well. But then it's really true, and then you know it. All right. The thing is that you need to, in order to bring the pentacles, it takes a long time partnership. If people just coming and going, and then it is never going to solidate. It's not something solid. Because why I say it is here, something that is create some kind of coldness and burden as well, some kind of difficulties as well, concerning the financial gain, concerning the staying power as well. Because to build something, if you want to build something, the pentacle is about the staying power. The pentacle is also about patience, and it's about building something from scratch, from step one, and then it may take at least 3 years, not 3 months, okay? 3 years. If people cannot keep their longevity, like the people cannot stay, is not willing to put the hard, cold work, is not willing to put the long hours working, then if they stay just for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, or 5 days, or 5 weeks, and then it's not going to bring something very solid. If they are not able to stay 5 years, at least they need to stay 3 years. Okay? So, coming and going is not going to bring success. What you need to be selective of the partner that you are working on. If you feel that the people come to you quickly in order to gain the illusion of followers, in order to gain some kind of illusion of success, is not going to work. If you want to feel, okay, this is like showing off that you are successful, showing off, and that it's not going to work, because on the surface you appear to be very successful because you have some kind of followers, and then the people come to you to work with you. They are quickly coming in, but at the same time, they are not quickly come in to stay. They are not coming in to stay. They need the feeling of successful. They want to feel successful. It's the feeling that you bring to them, or maybe it's the feeling that they bring to you. So it's not going to bring some kind of financial gain. That is why it's not bringing some kind of financial gain, because nothing is solid. And you also want to manifest things quickly. But then, this card is also about taking years and years and years of practice, of gathering a lot of different elements, gathering a lot of small projects together, and then build something solid. So it's not built in a day, or just 3 days, or at least 3 years. Minimum time, 3 years. So a lot of impatient card here. They are all impatient card here. So with this kind of energy, how can you build something that is very solid? Okay, and then let's look at the past life, the hidden things. The past lifetime is because you were on the top already. That's why you feel like, okay, I do not need to work in this lifetime in order to gain status, to gain financial abundance, because in your past lifetime you were on top. In your past life you were on top, and suddenly something happened to take away your power. And that's why you want to build up something quickly, because you feel like, okay, in my past lifetime I already have this, I already have the coins, I already have this in my past lifetime. I do not need to build up something from scratch. And that is your weakness. That is here. That is why you're here to learn. So the hidden thing is that I can explain to you why you are so impatient when it comes to building up success. It's because you were very successful. Maybe you're even born into success in your past lifetime. And then suddenly things and everything, your status, your job, or your reputation, everything got took away from you suddenly. Very sudden. Alright? And then but at the same time, you're like, okay, even though you got taken away of all the things, you still able to lead in the past lifetime. In the past lifetime, you're still able to lead in the past lifetime. And that is why you feel like, okay, you have the ability to lead, and then you have this and that to be successful, and then you want to make it quick. You want to make it quick. Okay, the card asks you to just plant the seed. Also, it's concerns about institution, the school and institution as well. And it concerns about partnerships, school and institutions. So this card is about school and institution, is about religious place, religious practice as well. Religious practice as well. So maybe in the past life, you already gained certain kind of reputation, you're on top already. And then you have certain follower, and then all got taken away from you. And then you cannot stay on the throne. You could not stay on the throne in the past lifetime. Suddenly things got taken away. And so you go out of your throne, and then you'll still be able to lead. There are still some following you, and then you explore the new places. You are able to go to new places, and then you set another place, another lifetime in your past life. And so here is the story. in this lifetime you need to do it again, especially it concerns about institution, it concerns about religion, it concerns about philosophy, certain occult practice. Yes, you have this kind of energy, but then it takes a lot of time, because in your past lifetime you got taken away from your throne, from your reputation, from the top, and then you move to another new place, you move another place to build the new institution in a new land, in a foreign land, in a new land. So in this lifetime you need to learn again. I feel like you move to, and after being taken away from the throne, you move to a new place and you start founding a new institution in a new place, but then in the middle you suddenly pass away, because it suddenly passed away. So in this lifetime, is the continuation of this build up. So in this lifetime you cannot be impatient, you need to be patient, because in order to build something from the scratch, especially concerns about teaching, institution, religious practice, you need to start from ground zero again, because in the past lifetime you move to a new place to found a school, maybe institution, and then in the middle, before you can complete all the tasks, and you pass away already. So in this lifetime, is the continuation of the past life story, is to build this religious practice, is to build an institution, maybe to form a school, to share some knowledge, to share some ideas, to partner with others. All right. So you cannot rush. Hopefully I still have some time to pull one card for you, the love message for you, for group number 3. Hopefully the battery is not running out yet. Okay, the red light is beeping, so it's rushing. It can explain that you are rushing. You always have this rushing feeling to complete a task. Let's see, pull out one card for you for group number 3, please. Drop one card. Okay, I pull one card for you. Detachment, yes. To be detached yourself away from the idea of success. This is how I feel, because you always want to be successful, and then the institution is not for you to be successful, to use as a tool. Okay, group number 3, and suddenly video got cut off because I ran out of memory space, and also ran out of battery. So the love message for you is detachment. And detach from what? Detach from the need to be successful. Detach the need to be on the top of certain position. And also you need to find out whether you do this because of joy, or because of the status, or because of you're chasing after financial abundance. And so if you are focused on some kind of forming of institution or schools, or teaching, or whether it's teaching of spirituality, or tarot, or certain kind of occult knowledge, and you need to detach from the need to be successful. It's okay, everyone wants to be successful, but if you do this because of the status, because of you want to win, because you know that you will gather some followers, then it is not the aim or the purpose of doing this. So if you do this because it brings you joy, then it's easier for you to manifest something, especially in terms of abundance, financial abundance. So you need to feel the joy within you in order to attract financial abundance. Or also you need to detach yourself from the past. The past, you know that you are on top, you were on top of a certain position in the past, but then in this lifetime is for you to build from the scratch. So this is the message for you. And so when you learn detachment, you learn this lesson, then it's easier for you to manifest the financial abundance. And so See you in the next video. Enjoy your weekend. So bye.